Father Michael Gossett. I'm a priest of the Diocese of Steubenville, Ohio. I'm our vocation director for the diocese. I'm a high school chaplain, and I'm a parochial vicar in a parish. I went to Mount Union College, which is a Methodist school, and honestly, that was the first time I had friends who weren't Catholic, and so that was an important part of my life and my discernment to meet people who didn't believe, or at least nominally believe what I believed, and talk to them about that. I went to Catholic grade school and Catholic high school, and in college was the first time where people asked me, well, why do you believe this thing, and why do you have statues, why do you pay so much attention to the Eucharist, why do Catholics play bingo, and things like that, just all these little things that I just assumed were normal and were utterly foreign to them, and had to really research and explain and decide, do I believe this or not? Is this real for me or not? I don't think I'd be a priest if I had not gone to a Methodist college, because it was there that in answering their questions, in explaining to them just what I believed and why I believed it, I had to really come to grips with who Jesus was for me, having a relationship with Him, really starting to pray. It was in college that I started going to daily Mass and adoration and praying the Rosary with friends and some other Catholic friends. That's what put me on the path to say, this is what God wants me to do. I'd never gone to the March for Life until my junior year of college, and I went with a group of friends, Catholic and non-Catholic, and it was a powerful thing for me, because the whole time I was just happy to be Catholic, being at the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception. That was the only year I've ever sat in the front for Mass. We got there 5 hours early, and we camped out, and we had a seat, and we could actually see. That's never happened again, even as a seminarian. And just that whole experience of the Mass and the March for Life, I was happy to be Catholic. I think particularly with people discerning the priesthood, they're afraid how people will react. They're afraid that they'll be seen as weird. They're afraid their parents might be disappointed. They're not following a path that maybe they had in mind. I was afraid to tell my parents for no reason. They were and have been very supportive, but I just went to college for journalism for 3 years, and they had paid for part of that, and just that to take those steps, you don't know how people are going to react, and overwhelmingly, I've had positive reactions. But I think some of the most important sort of discernment parts of my life have been having conversations with other people, just being honest, I'm encountering God this way. And I know that was my experience in college, meeting people, Catholic and non-Catholic, who took their faith seriously, and just the idea that if God wants me to do something, and I think that's true, then you do have to move in that direction. It's not something you can take for granted.